Well, while many of us are only just easing back into work, we wouldn't blame you if you're already dreaming about your next holiday.
And to help turn that dream into a reality, our next guest is a bona fide points guru and has the insider scoop on which frequent flyer cards can get you on your next getaway much faster and for much less money. And Adele Eliseo, founder of the Champagne Mile, joins us live. Good morning to you, Adele. Look, there are so many cards on the market right now. How do people go about picking the right one?
Well, look, it's really important to not just look at the bonus points, but to look at the inclusions you get with the card and also the earn rate that you're going to get ongoing when you're spending each month.
I always like it when an expert just tells me exactly what to do. Which one should I get? Are there ones that you like more than others?
Well, look, there are certainly a lot of cards covering different airline programs. We've got Qantas credit cards, Velocity, and also some flexible cards where you can earn and then convert your points into your airline of choice later. So, look, many of the banks are offering bonuses of up to 90,000, 100,000 points in the first year. Some of them have bonuses that stretch across 2 years. So, effectively, what they're doing is wanting you to then use that card long term.
Say 90,000 to 100,000 points. What could that get you? What sort of a flight?
Well, look, domestic flying rewards start from under 6,000 points, under 6,000 Velocity points to fly from Sydney to Melbourne. The same for Jetstar using Qantas points.
So that's a lot then, if you signed on to one of those cards.
You can get, 10, 15 flights for Zone 1, or you could get yourself potentially business class one way to Asia, or, 2/3 of the way to Europe in business.
Oh, nice if you can get it.
If you can get it. Adele, one of your approaches here is you treat points like investing. What do you mean by that?
So I think if you look at an investing strategy, most of us wouldn't just put all of our money in one share. It's the same with points. You really want to diversify across different programs, and that gives you a better chance of then unlocking opportunities with reward seats.
OK. You also encourage travellers to get creative with routes. Why is that?
Well, I think in Australia we tend to sort of think about, Sydney to London or some of those really popular services and people try to look for seats on those routes, and it can be very difficult and competitive. So if you look beyond those routes to, partner airline routes that Qantas and Velocity have, or Virgin Australia, so Qantas has got, for example, Hawaiian Airlines. They've got, quite a few different ones.
The other... Sorry.
No, please.
I was with a friend recently and she was saying she was flying her mother out from overseas, and she was saying how expensive the flights were, and she said, every time I get on it's more. And so I said, why don't I just try and see what it was? And it was $1,000 difference. Is there something in the algorithm that then they know that you're checking if you keep checking on it? Yeah.
Well, look, I believe you can certainly take into consideration people's search history. I tend to sort of look incognito, so I open a new browser and have a look just to make sure.
Because you're concerned about that, are you, when you do look at them?
Well, look, it's not a major concern for me. I typically see price parity, but I do like to have just a clean baseline without that search history. So looking
I'm going to wear sunglasses and a hat and a coat next time that I'm searching for flights.
Thanks, Adele.
Thank you very much, Adele.